मान यदि रुकी जाओ यदि रुकी मतलब गाड़ी दे पार्क कर लेस दे now na we'll go by foot from here maska itu tuh kumbe moza jani thabo male youtube video tu ulai daga ata how are you
Feeling great.
yeah
Excited.
yeah and these are HRD sir. So hi, good. Okay, so we are excited to go out to Dzukou Valley.
Yep.
So, look, diri ho abse itu pauta signboard Flora and fauna found. To fauna ye din ase Flora as per the some scientists can study gora do in and around Dzukou Valley 300 upward species ase gujde gas khan na alag alag. So it seems we are halfway. Today, Sastu. Is it really good? Teaching them, man. It was the dwarf bamboo. So dwarf bamboo is not no. Nam. Bamboo rolona. This one. Finally. Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, so good. So we have been climbing. Don't need to cry. That's about all. So viewpoint will go from here. Do सब दिखाई दो बीच दे. Do जलाला. So क्या दिस?
Maska tagi jam maska.
अभी जो ground है जो पूरा dead in between leaves. है ना? So one the fire the ground. आराम से ना. मिशी ठीक है तो ना. Just grassy over the weeds can is only bloom grow the flower gas as a key is in a genedo. Limon bloom goes de. To join a punjagani Jolane the Gasta. The little subject of 1 month after burning, it took us Oladiki Paise to a row. I guess they are same. This is the second new Kibolaza Debi. So the hectares around the Olai. Potluck lunch kilo. Olay dito. Here is our HOD sir. Department of Botany Koima Science College. Sir, Dr. Kapo. So, sir, thank you so much for speaking.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Dzukou Valley mostly aesthetic point of view. Side of aesthetic beauty garden. by chance itu ina July dia tu phal ho na bia ho aesthetic point of view aro biodiversity point of view the key difference ta hoda
Yeah, so biodiversity though, I believe that the fire is going to affect, really cut down on biodiversity because the bamboo though, it's more resistant than other species here. Because there are so many characteristics. Bamboo like though, especially the rooting system is very deep. Or above ground to July the living picture it was sprout out again. We have seen just now that some new shoots are coming. So this is just a few weeks after the fire. Whereas if you look at this woody species, they are completely burnt and they do not have that resistance to fire. So in terms of biodiversity, I believe fire is necessarily evil.
okay
But when it comes to view, that is if you like only bamboo view, then okay, that would be good. But then if you come closer, biodiversity, will be very low. And so bamboo, any species of insects or any animal who is dependent on bamboo species, it will be good for them. If the bamboo population increases, then there will be more food for those organisms which are dependent on this bamboo. But if there are other species who are dependent on other species of plants here, then those species will also be automatically wiped out because because the ground, the foundation is these plants. So if there are some species which are dependent on other species other than bamboo, then those species will also be automatically affected. And so fire, long term, I do not believe that fire will be good even for the tourism potential for this valley. Because diversity is always attractive. Especially here, you can see a lot of bamboo and bamboo destroyed here, but my concern will be this, rhododendron species. So obviously that will not survive. And so, ideally you should have a high biodiversity with flowering trees and bamboo as the base, then that would look much better. But if this goes on, then eventually one day, 50 years from now, I don't know, one can't be sure, but 50 years from now, we can expect bamboo to completely overwhelm and overrun the whole area. And then if you look at this, as you go up, you can see many dead trees. So those were living ones one day, one time, but they got burned, and there in their place, bamboo have completely filled up. And so bamboo, I believe, is very resistant to fire. It's got great resilience capability, but in terms of biodiversity, I think fire can be dangerous for this valley, and the potential of tourism for this valley is not just about the bamboo, but the beauty of biodiversity, flowering trees, flowering plants here. And they cannot compete with this bamboo. So in the end, fire gives competitive advantage to bamboo species here.
okay so another question is like what can Dzukou actually offer apart from tourism, ecotourism any like medicinal plants can lagi aku studies
Yeah. So the certain species here called Goldtheria has some medicinal properties. Like he said that traditionally the villagers use this one to stop bleeding, especially nose bleeding.
okay one more question is like during forest fires na among na government do next to kilay do ni motauli na resources kan di pala kilay
Yeah.
chopper kan hire do and then we don't see any preventive measures kan do ku
So that will be massive, but I think certain thing can be done.
yeah some few
And
things
yes, maybe we can protect especially certain areas, not maybe the entire area. Maybe initially it will be difficult to protect, but you can begin by creating some kind of buffer zones. So fire cannot cross.
okay
So buffer zones can be created by maybe planting of fire-resistant species, beyond which the fire cannot go. Or maybe you can also adopt a practice where you can clear certain areas so that fire cannot spread. So the kind of buffer zone that may be important. Because once the fire starts, it's impossible to stop.
Yeah.
And it's not just bamboo have its own characteristic. That is, during this part of the year, the leaves are dead. They're ready to catch fire, and then you can also see that over many years there will be build-up of litter. That is bamboo leaves, dead leaves that covers the ground, and when fire starts, that will be the main fuel for fire. And so I think it might be important to do a certain regulated, what they call burning, so as to clear those fuel. So regulated burning can also be one option. Creation of buffer zones can be another, effective control measure. Otherwise, if you allow this litter to build up, then for years, if this happens, then this part of the year they're dry, crispy, ready to catch fire. And once fire begins, it cannot be stopped. Yeah. So, what else? So, how about you? When do you plan to marry? PhD corona, study corona.
PhD corona. Nah, ada time mana? Ada mana?
Time mana?
Yeah. So,
at least satu saya sih.
So much for speaking to my channel.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
मान्दो अझै निची लादो मेन भ्यालीतिर जाऊ परेन दे रातिको जाऊ ना म वी हैव टू हेड बैक होम तो ऑलरेडी दी हुई जैसे तो मानते खत्म हो जाओ भिडियो तो थैंक यू सो मच साखन गर्ने so let us be careful with the fire out here. Peace out.